All right, people, it's that time again. Welcome to the show, in case you didn't know. But before we get started on tonight's topic, I want to ask you to please hit the subscribe button and please click that little bell in the corner so you'll be notified on any upcoming videos that I upload. Now, tonight, I'm going to talk about two characters, comic book characters that are near and dear to my heart. One is from DC, the other is from Marvel. And how I got the idea on tonight's topic is that last night I was watching a live video chat with another YouTuber by the name of Robert Storms. And during that video chat, he made a comment that in his mind, and he always believed that Iron Man was the Batman version for Marvel. And I said, Iron Man and Batman. Never really put that comparison together. And as I was reading about their similarities and likes and dislikes and how close they were and things they had in common, I could see what he was talking about. So tonight's topic is going to be Batman versus Iron Man, which is better. So we're going to try and go over the list of things that they have in common. Now, the first thing that I know they have in common is that both of them are filthy rich. Both of them are worth $1 billion. When I see them, I'm be like, cha-ching, cha-ching. The bank accounts probably would make you choke. But we all know that Tony Stark is a billionaire. He owns Stark Enterprises, and that makes all kind of money. They mainly made the wealth and the bulk of their money from weapons until Tony Stark had a change of heart. As far as Batman, we know that Wayne Industries is a conglomerate. It's worldwide, global, and from the inheritance that he got from his father, Bruce Wayne is a billionaire many times over, and that what funds his Batman products as well as Tony Stark Industries funds Iron Man projects in his suits and different armors. So first thing, both of them are filthy rich. That's what they have in common. Second thing, both of their parents were killed very violently. As you all know, Batman parents Thomas and Martha Wayne were killed in Crime Alley as they were leaving a theater, a movie I believe it was, and they walked through Crime Alley. They were robbed. Instead of the robber just taking their belongings, he shot both of them dead right in front of Thomas Wayne, which was very traumatic for him. Correction, right in front of Bruce Wayne, which was very traumatic for him. And as we know, Bruce Wayne later on, and when he grew up, he became Batman. As for Iron Man, we saw at the end of Civil War, once they watched the video footage, that the Winter Soldier Bucky, on his first mission, and when he was under the influence of Hydra, he killed Tony Stark's parents, Howard Stark and his mother, in that car on the dark road somewhere. Not sure what country it was, and it was something that he got a car, something that Hydra wanted him to get. Not sure exactly what it was. I can't remember off the top of my head what it was, but we saw that the Winter Soldier killed Tony Stark's parents. So that's the second thing they have in common. First thing, both of them are filthy rich. Second thing, both of them parents were killed violently. Third thing they have in common is both of them have a genius intellect. Not sure which one's the smartest. Both of them build gadgets and tools that they need. The main tool that Iron Man built was the mock suit, the Iron Man armor. Mark 1, he built that in a freaking cave, so I know he's smart. Batman, he had a little help. Alfred helped him, and also Lucius Fox from his research and development team. He helps Batman build some of his gadgets, some of his suits, some of the improvements. As you know, Iron Man in Iron Man 3, Iron Man has several armors that he built. We saw some of them. I guess he used them for different missions, but mainly he used them to help save Pepper Potts from the guy who was the Mandarin and had that extremist virus in him. In fact, there is a comic, like something where Iron Man had extremist armor, and somehow it was in his pores and stuff. They never did that in the movies, but in the comics, that extremist armor was something that I think would come out of Iron Man's, Tony Stark's pores. Don't want to get too far off topic, but like he said, he built the gadgets. His main gadget is his armor. Batman gadgets consist of the Batmobile, which is his main transportation. You've seen the Bat motorcycle. You've seen the Tumbler, which is another version of the Batmobile. You've seen the jet. You've seen On some of the TV shows, a helicopter, any kind of bat boat, any kind of tool he needs, a vehicle he needs, Batman, with the help of Lucius Fox and Alfred, can make it and help him succeed in whatever mission that he's going out on. That's the third thing they have in common. What else do they have in common? Both of them are part of a team, founding members. Of course, Iron Man is one of the founding members of the Avengers. And of course, Batman is one of the founding members of the Justice League. Now, things that they don't have in common. Physical attributes. I'm going to give Batman, Bruce Wayne, the upper nod on that, because physically, Tony Stark's not imposing. He's average height, average weight, average strength. I think he's not a martial artist or anything like that. Just a regular human who with a supreme intellect and who's in decent shape. I'm not going to say great shape, but he's in decent shape. He heavily depends on his intellect and his armor to help him in his adventures. Now, as for Batman, Batman is a world-class athlete. He's a world-class martial artist. He is the world's greatest detective. He also is one of the world's greatest escape artists. I think I read one time in Wikipedia that he can bench press right at 1,000 pounds. That's very impressive for a human being to be that strong. For discipline in combat and patience, Batman can go on hours with little or no sleep. He's trained his body, he's trained his mind. He can work when he's fatigued, when he's tired. He still can think clearly. I think he's even trained his mind. He's not susceptible to some forms of hypnotism. He is very highly skilled, highly trained. I would definitely give him the nod on physical attributes. I'm trying to think of something else they don't have in common. One of the main things they don't have in common is Batman has a secret identity and Iron Man doesn't. The whole world knows that Tony Stark is Iron Man. Even in the movie, Thanos knew who Tony Stark was. In the DC world, only a handful of people know that Bruce Wayne is in fact Batman. Lucius Fox, Alfred, Catwoman, all the Robins, Batgirl. Who else may know? I think that's about it. Superman, people in the Justice League, some of them know, some of them don't. The inner circle of Justice League knows, like Clark, Wonder Woman, Flash, Martian Manhunter, Hal Jordan. They may know. The ones a little bit outside that circle, I don't think they know who his secret identity is. But that's one thing they definitely don't have in common. One has a secret identity, the other one doesn't. If the shit hit the fan and I had to call one or the other, I think I would call Batman first. Batman, in my opinion, is the better strategist. Batman stays 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead in every case. He is his intellect, his strategy, and where he sees things and anticipates things is second to none. I don't think Tony Stark. I think he's capable of it. I don't think he focuses on it as much as Batman does. Batman is always prepared. He's always thinking. He always has some type of antidote. He always has some type of shot. He always has some type of way out. On his utility belt, he has so many different gadgets and so many different tools that helps him. And the fact that he goes in has zero powers. Neither of them has any superpowers. Just they mainly go on their guts, their intellect, and the tools and the equipment that they use and that they build to get the job done. And I think if the shit hit the fan, the world, and I could only call one, I think I would call Batman. And that's not to say that Iron Man is a slouch, because he's not. I just think in critical situations, Batman may be able to come up with something, because I think he has more experience, more time. I'm not saying he's smarter than Tony Stark, but I think in crucial situations, combat situations, he has the edge in experience and knowledge. I love both of them. Both of them are kick ass. If you got to go up against them, you got your hands full. The only one that I've seen that really gave Iron Man and just overpowered him was Thanos in the last movie, The Infinity War. But I've seen in animated shows that Batman has taken on people far more strong than him. Bane, as we know in the movie, Bane did break his back, but he came back and he defeated Bane. We also know in the animated cartoon version that he's defeated Bane. He's outthought him, outthink him. That's what he does. Batman, he's very good at assessing a situation and making the proper adjustments and improvements to get the victory. That's what he does. Tony Stark does that to a certain extent, but not as quick or not as efficient as Batman does, in my opinion. But of course, that's my opinion. Please leave your opinion. Please leave your comments and tell me which one you think is best. Tell me which one you would call if you could only call one when the shit hit the fan and you needed someone. Would you call Iron Man? Or would you call Batman? That's the question of the night. Again, thanks again for catching my show. In case you didn't know, please subscribe, hit the button and the bell, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good night.